Well, the Conservative chair is a little bit chomping at the bit, and he lays his gavel down. And stay tuned for more of this on ArriveCan. Check it out.
Thank you.
All done, Ms. Bradford? You do have 30 seconds.
No,
Okay.
I finished my questions.
Great.
Thank
you. Thank you, Ms. Hogan, and your officials from the Office of the Auditor General, and Ms. Jeffrey, and officials from Public Health Agency of Canada for your testimony today and participation in this study. Appreciate you all coming in on a recess and making yourselves available to the committee. The committee will be meeting again tomorrow. I will address one issue. Parliament and committees can only meet so often during the course of the week because we allow virtual Parliament, which was a decision by Parliament. This allowed members to Zoom in like they have today on recess weeks. It also means that my time is limited when Parliament sits because I need to seek resources which are often not available, it seems, to opposition-led committee, but often are to government-led committee. I'll leave that for others to decide why that is. I chose to call a meeting today. I think it's been a productive meeting. Not only do we get through all our witnesses in the time, we also passed an motion that will feed into another joint study that this committee is looking at. We are meeting tomorrow. If members are concerned about not having enough meetings, I can schedule another one. I don't think that's necessary, though. But I will say I often hear from members that this committee both is doing too little and too much. Go faster, but at the same time, go slower. So on that, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you very much.
Blair are all responsible for falling asleep at the wheel.
Chair.
And the Prime Minister is the ultimate
Chair.
person
Just
who's
1 second,
responsible.
Mr.
Chair.
Rogers. Ms. Khalid, what's the point of order?
I'm not really sure why we are naming ministers without having any evidence or proof and blaming them for things
Ms. Khalid, this is
that
not a
they're
point of order.
available for.
There's a thing called ministerial responsibility in this country. You're well versed in it. As to your previous point of order, you can ask your whip or your committee chair, vice chair, where we are in the rotation. Ms. Yip had asked not 15 minutes ago when we were ending it. I was going to, and I told her. So your previous point of order did look like it was interrupting Mr. Brock, as did this one needlessly. Mr. Brock, you have the floor for 3 minutes. You keep interrupting Mr. Brock. I'm going to keep adding time to him so he can collect his thoughts and begin anew. 3 minutes, sir.
You see, Ms. Jeffrey, I won't be silenced. I speak on behalf of Canadians who demand the truth. Do you agree with me that the ministers and the Prime Minister need to step up and accept responsibility for this mess?
All managers that are proposing a contract to declare any conflict of interest, and that would be the process that they would.
And thank you. I'm afraid that is the time.
Thank you, Chair.
Turning now to Mr. Genuis, you have the floor for 5 minutes, please.
Thank you, Chair. What we've seen from Liberals thus far in this testimony is quite incredible. They're trying to limit witness testimony by moving motions in the middle of their testimony. Liberals are also trying to question the core principle of ministerial accountability. They're trying to suggest that ministers are somehow not responsible for what happens in their department. And this is really unprecedented. I think it's clear that in our system of government, ministers have been responsible for what happens in their departments for hundreds of years, but uniquely Liberal ministers think they're not responsible for what happens under them.
Forward a budget that gives so much help to Canadians, the Conservatives don't even have any questions on it.